The term Costa del Sol was created at the beginning of the 20th century. It was used in a reference to the entire Mediterranean coast of eastern Andalucia. The name refers to the sunny climate and present in the region around 330 days of sun per year, and it literally means Costa del Sol, coast of the sun in Spanish. The Costa del Sol is one of the most important touristic areas in Spain, which hosts more than 80 million hotel overnight stay per year, according to the data of 2022. So let's have a look of the map of Costa del Sol. Before everything, I would like to define what is Costa del Sol. Costa del Sol, it's not a province, it's not a city, it's mainly an area of South Andalucia, it's a region of Spain down here, and it's not like completely defined, but for all of us, we know it is the area from Sotogrande to Nerja. So it's go all along the Malaga province and a bit of Cádiz province, which is the area of Sotogrande, right? So let's start from west. The first location we are going to speak is about Sotogrande, okay? It's not that much popular like Marbella, but it's one of, realistically speaking, it's one of the most luxurious areas of Costa del Sol, okay? It have a beautiful marina, like we call it in Spanish, Puerto Deportivo, and there are beautiful yachts, and it's a really big with a lot of spaces for boats here. Also it has a golf course, La Reserva de Sotogrande, with 18 holes, so good established, and a beach, Playa de Sotogrande, so close to Gibraltar you can even see Gibraltar Rock and Morocco on the other side, so it's a good point about it. Plenty of nice restaurants like Trocadero is a very well-known brand of restaurants in Costa del Sol. They came up with this Trocadero, which is in front of the beach, a beautiful pool. It's kind of like a beach club. Also, they do nice events and flamenco shows sometimes, and it's definitely one of the most popular places in Sotogrande. The neighborhood itself is mainly with villas. If you have a walk in Sotogrande, you will find these beautiful houses, because this is one of the more it's one of the areas of the most wealthy families of Spain. So you can find this kind of properties all the way around in the surrounding of a golf course. So it's a quite gated neighborhood with plenty of security. And when you combine golf with the luxurious marina, beautiful beach and restaurants, we are speaking about definitely one of the most fancy areas of Spain, actually. The next area that we are speaking about is Manilva and Duquesa area, right next to Sotogrande. After you cross Playa Chullera, this is already Malaga province. And Manilva and Duquesa mainly is all part of Manilva village. It's a lovely traditional Spanish village that the fisherman's port of this village became a popular touristic destination. You have a lovely beach, it's a very quiet place, and it's the home also of Duquesa Marina. Puerto de la Duquesa is a bit smaller than other marinas in Costa del Sol, but it's definitely very popular because it has good prices. If you would like to put there your boat and have an apartment, you can have around 300,000 euros, a nice holiday home with your parking for your boat. It's next to Duquesa Golf, so it also have what is needed for having a good touristic destination in Spain. Duquesa Golf is just right next to the marina, so you can have beach, golf, and the marina right next to your place. So if we have a look to the neighborhood, what you can find, especially surrounding the Duquesa port, you can find lovely apartments which are built around the 90s or the 2000s with lovely sea views at great prices. So this is the main thing about Duquesa. The people who live here are mainly people who love to sail, because this is one of the marinas which are closer to the Gibraltar Strait, and it has a bit more affordable prices than Sotogrande. The next area right after Manilva starts Estepona. This, I must say, is one of the most popular areas of Costa del Sol. It's very on demand right now, especially for new builds. But let's divide Estepona in 3 parts. I think it's fair enough to do it like this. The first part is called the New Golden Mile. It's the area with the higher prices, also very nice place. It's much closer to Marbella area. Guadalmina River is right here. From this river to that side, Guadalmina, that's officially Marbella municipality. And from this river to this side, it's Estepona municipality. The first part from the new Golden Mile is from this river to Estepona city itself. All this area is known as the new Golden Mile, right? Here we find beautiful promenade. It's one of my favorite beaches in Costa del Sol. I have a special video dedicated only to the new Golden Mile, and what you see when you have a walk is this beautiful green area is right next to a beautiful natural beach. It's one of my favorite places of Costa del Sol, and the prices also tell you why. That's why the prices, right? If you have a walk in the neighborhoods here in the new Golden Mile, you can find places like Costa Little, and it's full of villas and beachfront apartments. So it's a very wealthy area. It's lovely properties around, and the new part, it's in the other side of the highway. The area of Cancelada, you can find new developments, or in the area of El Paraíso. So you have golf again, you have the beach, but there is no marina, because the closer marina will be Puerto Banús itself in Marbella. But it's a lovely place with plenty of potential, and the new Golden Mile we expect to become like the Golden Mile of Marbella. So it's luxurious properties, but a bit better prices compared to the original Golden Mile. The next area of Estepona, I would say, is Estepona city itself. Estepona have developed like crazy in the last 10 years. There used to be a little fisherman's town, and nowadays it's competing to be the best European city this year in 2023, together with cities like Amsterdam and London. There's Estepona in this competition. So the reason why I've grown and become so popular, I must say the town hall have invested a lot in infrastructure thanks to the higher demands of people who move to Estepona. If you have a walk in Estepona promenade, you will find like they have put so many green areas, beautiful gardens, amazing infrastructure. They close a whole Avenida de España for the traffic, and if you walk now in this part of the city, you'll find that they have done so many beautiful stuff. So you still live in a city which is about 70,000 people, but you have the feeling it's a modern and a city with a lot of future. So that's the main thing. We have plenty of developments here in Estepona. Most of them are in the new part. It's up here, covering the city is growing to this side of Avenida Juan Carlos, like the main avenue of the city is going up here. But there are a couple of new developments within Estepona city itself, and much closer to the marina and the beach. Okay. The last part of Estepona is, we call it La Gaspara. It's in Estepona West, right? These are the most interesting prices. I remember that this area was quite, looks a bit abandoned, to be honest. These are cheaper prices, closer to Estepona Golf. If you have a walk here in La Gaspara, what you will find is that there are a lot of empty plots around, not in this one, but if you have a walk in this area, let me point out the street next to Aldi, for example. There you go. In these streets, what you see is like plenty of construction plots and so much going on. We hopefully will have a lot of new builds and brand new apartment in the future. The whole area was boosted by a developer called Kronos, who built here an amazing development called The Edge. It was a beachfront luxurious apartment. Nowadays it costs about 2 million euros, this beachfront apartment, and there was a beach club right in this place nowadays. So it's a lovely area. It's close, very close to the beach. It's not that fancy like the new Golden Mile on that side, but definitely have plenty of potential. And the prices are a bit better in this area. Okay, we expect it to become, also with the growing that Estepona is having, is an area with a lot of potential. The next area we're speaking, right next to Estepona, we have Marbella. Marbella municipality, it's like the pearl of Costa del Sol, the capital of Costa del Sol, some people say, and here was everything started. It's a very established area, but Marbella is a bit tricky. There are very different places I always say that there are three Marbellas. Number one is Marbella East. This place of Costa del Sol have the best beach, especially Cabo Pino beach. It's lovely sunset here. Even they are coming photographers for all the province to do photo shootings in Cabo Pino beach. It's such a beautiful place. To see the sunsets in this area is just always spectacular. The orientation that the beach has is just great. Also, it has Artola Dunes. It's like kind of a walking place. Natural reserve actually is protected. It's not able to build here anything, and is one of the most spectacular places of Costa del Sol. The people who live here are mainly, if you want to live, if you are a beach person, you want to be in a quiet place and you want to be in the best beach of Costa del Sol, you definitely will enjoy a lot to have a beachside property in the area of Marbella East, Elbiria, Cabo Pino, all around here. It's also, Marbella is the home of the Marbella Country Club. This is a very exclusive place only for members, and Santa Clara Golf is the original country club of Marbella. So it's a very exclusive place only for members to get in, but what you find here is one of the best golf courses in the area. Yeah. Also here, the new developments and decent, more or less acceptable prices, we find it in Los Monteros. It's a beautiful urbanization, a bit more uphill, where you can have amazing sea views. The properties, we are a couple of developments under construction right now in this area, and it's very beautiful sea views up there. So one of my clients who reserved in Marbella East, he loved the beach. He's a very beach person. He wanted to be maximum 10 minutes drive to Elbiria Beach and the beach of Marbella East, but also he wants panoramic sea views. So Los Monteros was a perfect place for him. Yeah. The next part of Marbella is Marbella City itself. Again, this is a bit similar like Estepona. You have a marina, Puerto Deportivo Marbella. You have a city life here around, and a beautiful town hall like Plaza de los Naranjos. It's a beautiful Andalusian village, right? This is like the original Marbella village, and it's grown along. Nowadays, is a population in Marbella City around 120,000 people who live in the city itself. So there are different neighborhoods, and includes also the Golden Mile, Sierra Blanca, Nahueles. This is all part of Marbella City. Okay. The next area, which is completely different to this side, the center, is Nueva Andalucia. Here comes the main thing of Marbella, where everyone knows the Ferraris, the villas, the expensive stuff. Corte Inglés, the Portobanos Marina is all here. So they have Portobanos Marina is like the Monaco of Spain, or maybe you can find something similar in Saint-Tropez in France, where you can see shops like Emporio Armani or Saint Laurent clothes. This you can find in Portobanos Marina. In this area also you find the best restaurant. Hard Rock Hotel Marbella is here, Marbella Casino. You have Breathe, the restaurant Breathe is one of the best restaurants in Spain. It's a very exclusive place, I must say. You have a beautiful roof terrace, and the things you can find here, you would ever imagine how, I would say, gourmet or fancy is this place. La Sala is another of the popular restaurants. They have, it's a restaurant show, so they have live music every night, and you can even find here famous people from Spain who come visit it. It's one of the most popular places in Nueva Andalucia. So yeah, the Marbella Arena was originally the ball ring of Marbella. Nowadays it's a shopping center, and all this place is just so beautiful. Plaza La Maestranza, it's if you have a walk in this neighborhood, you will find this is for sure a premium location of Costa del Sol, full of nice villas, beautiful properties, porches around, Ferraris, etc. Right? This is the real Marbella lifestyle, like we call it in Costa del Sol. So yeah, also surrounded by golf courses like Los Naranjos, Aloha Golf Club, and the luxurious marina. The next part that we are going to speak about is right next to Marbella, after Cabo Pino, starts Mijas municipality. Mijas is the biggest municipality of Costa del Sol. It's we actually say the slogan of Mijas municipality is Mijas inmensa. It means the biggest, very big in Spanish, and it covers little locations like Cala. It's very popular within the British expats. We have La Cala de Mijas, is also very on demand nowadays, mainly within British. Recently, one of the most popular actors of the UK have bought Olivia's La Cala. It's a lovely beach club, so you can find some of the jet sets of the UK living here around. So it's the area of La Cala and Mijas Costa, like we call it. It's surrounded by 3 golf courses. We have Cala Nova Golf, we have La Cala Golf Club, which is the biggest golf resort in Spain. There are 60 holes, so it's 3 golf courses of 18 holes and a little one of 6. It's the biggest golf resort in Spain, so it's a big thing to have, considering this is not the only one. We have La Cala Golf, we have Santana Golf, Cala Nova, and Miraflores Golf Course is here around too. So it's a very, very big places. Most of the golfers love La Cala, this area of Mijas Costa, because of the amount of golf you can get. A few more over here, you have El Chaparral and El Faro. This is an area which is developing now. We have a couple of developments like Vita Nature from Cellere is under construction now, and you have nice prices. The area of El Faro is more like little villas, beachside villas. It's a neighborhood that is not well developed. You need a car, you can walk anywhere. There are not many supermarkets here around, but it's interesting because you can get a property very close to the beach, and for a villa for around 400,000. That's very rare in Costa del Sol. If you like a detached house with a private pool and your budget is around 500, you can definitely make it happen in this area. Or also maybe in some areas like Cerrado or Chaparral Golf. This part of Mijas Costa is one of the very few where you can get it. Okay, the Mijas itself, Mijas Pueblo, it's right up in the mountains. The original Mijas is a little village, similar like all the others, Pueblo Blanco, one of these white Andalusian towns, and it's very little. It barely have 5,000 people living up there. Is only this part, but the town hall of Mijas is the one who rules the whole municipality around, right? Originally, Fuengirola is this city here around, is a massive city, to be honest. It has 75,000 people. It's a lot of big buildings of apartments, and they have a marina. Fuengirola originally was the fisherman's port of Mijas, but it grown so much, was one of the first touristic destinations of Spain, together with Torremolinos and Benidorm, and the city itself grows so much that now it's a separated town hall, and Mijas is covering all around, and this little gap here in Fuengirola. So this is all about Mijas. Fuengirola, as its own marina, is quite connected, but more or less the general rule is that from this highway to this side, Fuengirola, and the rest is Mijas municipality. Right next to Fuengirola and Mijas Costa, we find Benalmedena and Torremolinos. Originally, these two were 2 separated villages, but they have grown so much that now you don't see much difference between each other. The border of Torremolinos is La Carihuela Beach, and this river is the one who separates one municipality to each other. All right, let's speak first about Benalmedena. Original Benalmedena Pueblo, or the village of Benalmedena, was again one of these Andalusian white villages, and is very popular nowadays. The marina is also beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful marinas in Costa del Sol, and it has plenty of restaurants, yachts, a very fun place, especially in the night. The restaurants are nice. Benalmedena, something that they have is a beautiful urban park, actually, perfect for buyers who have families. Is one of the favorite locations, Benalmedena. There's so much to do in Benalmedena, to be honest. They have a cable car, they have amusement parks, they have a Selvo Marina. It's Sea Life Benalmedena is kind of an aquarium here, and they have also some other activities for family with kids like Selvo Marina. This one, so they have even penguins inside. So that's the thing about Benalmedena. In the west area, like La Capellania, surrounding Higueron Hotel is probably one of the most exclusive places of Costa del Sol. It's also family friendly, but it's more like for wealthy families. In the surrounding of the Higueron resort itself, the same owners of the hotel are developing luxurious buildings, and we are expecting that this place will compete with the Nueva Andalucia and the luxurious neighborhoods of Marbella, because it's one of the very best we have in Costa del Sol. It's a gated neighborhood. Once you get in here, you find that you have a gated complex, and as you can see, the neighborhood itself is one of the best in Costa del Sol. So it has plenty of potential. We have some offers of new builds, and it's quite on demand because it's built on a hill and you have sea views for most of the apartments, right next to Carvajal Beach, which is one of the best beaches in Costa del Sol. So that's Benalmedena. We have the people who buy here also, the ones who like to have access to public transportation. Benalmedena have direct access to the airport by train. So you have a stop, there are train stations in Carvajal, another in Torremolinos, and so on, goes all along together with Torremolinos, right? Torremolinos itself historically have been mainly for elder people, Spanish older people, to be honest. And there is also a very big gay community in Torremolinos. So this area was one of the first touristic destinations in Spain, Playa del Bajondillo, and this La Carihuela mainly. So the apartments here are not that new. There are not many new builds in Torremolinos, and it's a very established area. So I must say, me as a Spanish person, I'm at my age, I would never buy in this area, rather if I'm not in that age, because mainly when you have a walk in Torremolinos, it's mainly for another different kind of generation, like same that could be Benidorm of the Benidorm part of Alicante. So that's it with Benalmedena and Torremolinos. Yeah, let's move forward to Malaga City then. Malaga City. It's a place that I know very good. I live here. I used to live in the area of Las Delicias neighborhood of Malaga West. Nowadays, super on demand. Malaga City have grown 15% since COVID. That's a massive amount of people who move here in 3 years. The population used to be 600,000. Now we are very close to 700,000 people. It's the fifth biggest city in Spain, and it's the third biggest airport in Spain, Malaga Costa del Sol Airport. I would say that Malaga, like every big cities, have like an old town where you have the cathedral, where you have the touristic places, where you have this beautiful Parque de Malaga. It's like a botanical garden, a spectacular park with tropical. It's a beautiful city. If you would see Malaga 10 years ago, you wouldn't recognize it. They have invested so much in infrastructure. They built Muelle Uno, which is kind of a shopping center where they have the Hard Rock Cafe, where they have cruises. There is a terminal for cruises. So it's becoming very touristic thanks to the cruises in the port, Malaga port. But also you have Malaga Beach. I must say, this is a little secret that I can tell you, that this beach is very touristic and it's not nice. The best beach of Malaga City, we all locals know, is Playa de la Misericordia. It's a much bigger beach. You have so much space. It's 5 kilometers of beach, and here you have like a beautiful promenade. If you have a walk in this area, you will find like plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants, very clean and safe city, and look at so much space. In Malagueta, which is closer to the old town, you don't have that much space, and you feel that you're a bit overcrowded. Also have Parque del Oeste. It's a beautiful urban park, and the whole place is such a good prices for restaurants and bars that is a lovely place to live here. I have recently a client who bought an apartment in this area, and she's super happy because she, like you say, I'm a city person. Because this area over here is just 10 minutes to the city center by metro, or even you can bike along all this way. Also, Malaga City have so many plans for the future that they are expecting to build in San Andres, in Welling neighborhood. They are going to build a marina here, Marina San Andres, and then you will have a port itself. They have a shopping center, a cruise port, and a yacht marina in this San Andres area. So this is something that we're expecting that Malaga will boost like seriously in the future. The last part we are going to speak in this video will be related to Malaga East, the rest. Mainly the touristic parts of Costa del Sol is in the west, but Malaga East is starting to be part of this movement of growing of Costa del Sol. Originally, this area was never touristic. It's more like for the locals. There's just not that much into foreigners to buy property here, but recently it is happening. Nerja, for example, if we go to the very east, it has the balcony of Europe. It's a beautiful place within a cliff that have amazing sea views. Nerja is a very touristical place. They have the Nerja caves and the waterfalls of Maro. So if you visit Nerja, you probably heard there is a beautiful waterfall in this place, and you can do kayak and mainly water activities. So it's one of the main things to do here in Nerja. This is not so touristic, it's quite exclusive, this Nerja, this area is, but in the other hand, you don't have this infrastructure that you could have in the other side of nice restaurants or more established places. The other place in Costa del Sol that really worth to be mentioned, I must say, is Rincon. This summer, everyone says that Malaga doesn't worth to work, but to be honest, I have this summer 3 sales in Rincon, and I am starting to like this place a lot. My client who reserved here, one of them, he loves to do bicycle, and when I show him the place of Los Alcantilados, they have a bike lane, and it's actually possible to ride your bicycle from Rincon to Malaga City because it's very close to it, and you just 20 minutes drive to the airport on the other side. The Rincon itself historically been a village where live the wealthiest families of Spain, of Malaga specifically. It's very close, and in this neighborhood you can find lovely houses, mainly villas, but there are some areas which are apartments in this west side of the city. So you have a beautiful beach, you have a population around 50,000, which is enough to have a shopping center, to have the main infrastructure you need. They have a beautiful promenade and a natural beach, right? So Rincon is, I truly believe that it's going to be a very popular place in the future together as long as it grows in the construction in this place. If this is your first time in the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Costa del Sol, then go ahead and subscribe now down below and tap that bell for the notification so you can be the first one to know about the real estate market here on the Costa del Sol.